Alright, welcome back. I was having some technical difficulties with the audio, but that should be fixed right now. So I apologize for the delay. Thank you, mods. Hope your day is going well. So, to reiterate from the first few moments, we are playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm dedicating about an hour to each game before ending with the continuation of the Let's Play, either of Ruin Factory or Fire Emblem. Is that a bit better? I can't do anything about the chat notifications. I have turned it down as far as I can get it. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, no matter what input I'm currently putting out of, chat notifications are super duper loud. Apparently. Heresy. So yes. So we're starting off with a vibe and chill. Maybe doing some story quests, maybe some side quests, or even just some shrine hunting to get into the groove of today. Today is Tuesday, where I am. So we are doing Nintendo Tuesday, where I play a variety of games and then end with a Let's Play of either a Fire Emblem or Ruin Factory game. Have a couple of games lined up. It should be about 4-ish hours of different games at an hour each, starting with Legend of Zelda. And yes, this is the Switch 2 edition. Apparently, I'm forgetting all my buttons. Well, I hope your night's going well. Or your day. And that you're having a lovely chill time. Also, thank you, Mod. Thank you, Mars. Hope work goes well. His only daughter, Donma, is on a soloist assignment. I can understand why he'd be worried. But Donma is over 60 years old. Sure, still, she has some of the mannerisms of childhood, but she is a first-rate soldier. As a veteran soldier himself, it's simply not fitting for him to get distracted just because he's apart from his daughter. Smells like a side quest. think my daughter was chosen to join the Ruin investigation group. I'll have to pay her just a quick little visit later. Oh, my apologies. I did not notice you there. If you have a question, I'll do my best to provide an answer. The ruins? Oh, oops. I hope you did not hear me talking to myself. Well, you see, my daughter, Dunma, was selected for the ruins investigation team. It isn't quite the honor. She's protecting Jito, the historian, over at Toto Lake, all by her lonesome, no less. She earned this honor for her part in clearing out the sludge in the domain. She's practically a child still, not even triple digits, yet look what she's accomplished. I am so proud. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. First time chatting, alright. Well, I thank you for picking my stream. So how's your day going? It's late in the evening for me, so I'm ending it with a chill Nintendo themed stream. How's your night? Night, day, evening, dawn, dusk going? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize Wise has put a notification through for my streams on his Discord. I'll have to thank him later. But thank you for joining, JFK. I hope this is soothing background to go to sleep to, or just a few minutes to chill before bed. I know I have the notification in my stream, in my server. I don't know if you've joined it or not. But yes, I'm currently playing through for the first time. Yeah, it's fair. It's late like that. But I'm actually playing through this for the first time. I've played Breath of the Wild a bunch of times, so I thought I'd finally go through and play this and show it off on stream. Because every Tuesday it is Nintendo Tuesday, where there is a variety of Nintendo games played, and then we end it with a continuation of a Let's Play. Yeah. Been working out so far for the past 3 weeks. I'm quite happy with it. Getting to flex some creativity with the handmade VR model. So sit back, relax, and hope you enjoy the stream. Sidone, it was good seeing you, Link. If you find something, or if you need anything at all, know that I am always here for you. So I just finished talking to Sidone last time I played, and I'm continuing a bit of the main story, as it's not very far in. I think I've helped Rito, and that's about it. As I said, I've played Breath of the Wild so many times, the original one, but I never got around to playing this one because I had so many other video games going on. But now there's a bit of a lull in lulling games to play, especially with the announcements I'm not much of a racing person, but I've heard nothing but good things about Forza. So what's the interesting gimmick for Forza this time around? Because I know it's set in Japan. So do you have any of the drag racing or anything like that? Mostly free drive. Yeah, that's fair. Everyone does certain things for different reasons. What kind of music are you listening to these days? It's a rock on a stick. Winter Forever. What's that one? I don't think I've heard of that one. Not my dumbass forgetting to attach a flame fruit in the first place. Oh, good lord. Now, I am getting back into the swing of playing Nintendo, so excuse my buttons. Post-apocalyptic grim dark world where it's never-ending wars, AI hide. So it's like a PvE game. So it's a gritty PvE sort of thing. Is it multiplayer? Nice. Sounds like an interesting one. I think I was looking something like that recently. I think a popular one was Arc Raiders, I think was the last one that I heard of that sort of style of stuff. Is it in a similar vein to that, the extraction shooter, or is it its own completely own thing? And yeah, playing through like that old, that gritty sort of stuff. Oh, nice. We've been every Sunday we've been playing Darksiders. As they announced the Darksiders 4 earlier this year. So hopefully by the time it gets a release date, we'll have gone through all the current 4 games. There's actually 4 of them now. You've got your 3 main stories, which are all set around. The first one is set in the future of the games. Then 2 and 3 are simultaneous. But there's a 4th one, which is an isometrical top-down, like Diablo, where you play as Strife, and it's a prequel to everything. And they've officially announced that the new one will be continuing War's story, so it'll be a conclusion to 1, 2, and 3. I will say Genesis is not for everyone. It does. It has the wittiness, but it's a bit more grim compared to the other ones, which are more hack and slash. This one seems more like Diablo, where it's a bit more trying to be strategy focused. So it's definitely a different take on the genre. But if you love Darksiders, Strife is fantastic. It's also multiplayer. For up to one other person, you play as War and Strife, and it has some moments. I've only played it once, for a little bit. I never actually finished it. The only Darksiders I've actually finished is 1. Yes. Definitely have to look into it. I'm not normally one for those kind of games, but if I can rope you and the old man into it, if he has time, true. I saw that he had his own stream the other day. I was ashamed that I had to miss it because I was busy. But yeah, we need to convince everyone to hook up. Oh, did he? I can't imagine with the little ones running around in the restaurant. But yes, we definitely have to cohere the cult and all jump on something together. Go back to our roots and play some Among Us. Yeah, I heard that his. I think it was a couple of streams ago. He mentioned that he moved his PC to the restaurant. I think it was. I can't remember the game, but it was one of those PVE. It was a dungeon crawler. Matt and Mars were playing with him. Again, there are so many interesting games out there. I love to watch them. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I love watching those kinds of games. Could not play it for the life of me. Like, I would struggle so much with it. watching them play makes you lose a brain cell or two in a good way. But yeah, need to gather everyone up for some repo or Among Us. Get the group going. For some community Saturdays. But how are you doing? How's the family doing? I got that Sapphire Pure. Oof. Well, considering all the hardware that the Sims requires, especially with all those decoration mods, it's definitely going to be put to use. Trying to remember all my buttons. It's been a while since I have played. Barely makes it work. Yeah. I'm surprised. But then again, it is one of those fancy high-end cards. Not that I wouldn't trade. I would trade my intel for the world at all. I am very much enjoying the battle mage. But my poor CPU. Oof, nice. I've heard good things about Crimson Desert. I've heard bad things about Crimson Desert. But how'd you? That's a nice score though. You know, I occasionally get some good ones when it's on Epic, but mostly it's just the sweet Steam sales. broken. When you spoke with the historian, he told you he discovered an old Zora slate. There's information related to Sky written there, but the slate is broken and the full meaning is unclear. Could this... Ooh. Could this be a clue to finding Princess Zelda? There must be something to decipher it. I am assuming... Yes, there it is. If I can remember my bloody buttons. I do love the combinability of Zelda, especially the new one. It makes it way more unique. But painful when you have a full inventory. True. Look, it's more about what it could do than actually doing it. That's the real reason we do anything like that these days. Especially us girls. Yeah, it's like the reason I've got the one that I have is because it matches my motherboard. Definitely pay more for that white tax. Yep, my theme is green, white, pink, and blue. So yeah, so the inside of my case is white, which is how I learned how to spray paint powder-coated metal, so that it wasn't a black case. Stand upon the land of the skyfish and behold its lofty view. Among the floating rocks you see a droplet waits for you. Through this droplet shoot an arrow with the mark of the king. Do this task and you shall reveal a most wondrous thing. See the watery bridge's resting point with your own two eyes, that which connects the Zora to the people of the skies. Well, that's a riddle and a half. Oof. 2K USD? I could not imagine that in AUD. Like 2K, that's more than my whole ass computer. That's fair. Especially with some of these games these days. I like was it Future Fest? Future Game Show, I think it was? Because it's Summerfest and Future Game Show. They announced the second Wukong. So I can't imagine if the first one struggles so much with even the 5090s and that the second one will have the same conundrum. Cyberpunk is a beautiful game. Especially when you add all the bells and whistles. Prudent to consult King Dorfin. Turn it from his investigations of the such slowly. Really? I didn't think I wouldn't think that Oblivion was that demanding. People were saying that it was better optimized than Monster Hunter Wilds. At least that's what I'd heard. But I'm assuming that 100 is with max settings or just in general. Ah, that's fair. If you're gonna game on one console, you may as well make it worth it. Yeah, that's fair. It's like the fact that PlayStation and that have gone back to exclusive games. Xbox just announced that the new Gears of War is going back to being an Xbox exclusive. And then it's not technically on PC, but on the PC Game Pass. So, if now's the time to pick a generation to go with. Don't you, JFK? You build PCs as well, don't you? So I would be I would be surprised if you didn't have all the fancy tech yourself. Yeah, I could not imagine with RAM prices have only just started to come down here, and even then they're still ridiculous. Needing a laptop for study and stuff, and trying to just even upgrading laptop RAM is now over the top still. I just cannot imagine, you know, with everything going on. Like, I was pretty lucky. Like, the kit I got is like, I got it pretty cheap, but it's just a 32 gig skill shit G skill ripjaws, I believe. And yeah, and that's up to like 1500 USD AUD. It's like, I bought that for like 250 bucks. I feel so bad. Nice. Oof. Yeah, so in a similar boat. Cause like I was looking to upgrade in future, and I think it was, I don't know if it's the tridents, but I know it's G skill. They have like those the casting of the lights is like a crystal. And I was looking at some of the kits for that, especially because it's going to end of year sale, and some of that is like almost, for 32 gigs is 2,000, and it's just let's see what it's hiding. My phone folks for that to play. Scram. Ah, nice. I'm assuming I'm gotta try and hide and hear whatever the kids are saying. I said the Trident Royals. Nice. Cause yeah, I think I was the white ones that I was looking at. Cause again, they match with the rest of the build. Yes. And it's crazy. I have a friend who bought components, and they were just like, it was the best of the best. They don't even have the LEDs on anything like the RGB. It's just black, and it sits under their desk. And they bought all this fancy RGB kits because they just researched like that's the best on the market currently, and I have the money. It's so surprising how different the spectrum is. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, it's like my kid brother is currently rocking the was rocking one of my RAM sticks a little while ago, and some fans. Red Devil's GPU. Oh, is that's one of the specialties? That's like the Hellhound, right? Or the Sakura? It's a color variant. Admittedly, I don't know much about the 50s or the I don't know much about AMD. Well, they do say red makes things go faster. Wonder if there's somewhere I could hide. Oh. Am I gonna have to... Am I gonna have to try and hide behind the... Ah, nice. This is probably not the way to do it, but though I'm glad that competition for GPUs is coming out. I've noticed some of, especially AMD and that, have started dropping their prices quietly. So it's yeah, it's like either the Celestial or the Druid that's coming out for Intel. They say that the Celestial and the Druid would probably be the Celestial would be a high end card, and the Druid would be the replacement for the Battle Mage for future sort of cards. So I'm gonna rock my Battle Mage for as long as possible until until when I need to upgrade for gaming purposes. Yeah. I'm not surprised though, like the Arc was doing so horribly. Yeah. I'm glad they focused us elsewhere when they realized it was useful for something else, because the first card they came out was so horrible. Yeah, I suppose especially because CPUs and stuff going that way. All we can do is hope that the bubble will burst. But yeah. I've got to give Intel credit though, to go from one of the worst cards to one of the best budget cards. At least here, where I am, for bang for your buck, like, getting into it, it was pretty decent compared to the others of its price range. True. The, the AI will either become sentient, or all the billionaires will actually start to lose too much money. Secret entrance behind a waterfall with clear water. Just never to ever tell anyone. Alright, so I have to find a waterfall. Very true. Well, if Xbox and Sony can backtrack on everything and realize when they're doing stupid shit. I deadass didn't even think about the fact that there would be a Korok under that. They're so random. I think there's like 500 of these guys. I was just gonna throw the rock, to be honest. I just wanted to pick it up and throw it. $500? Yeah, Koroks. I think it's something close to that. Because it works out... No, sorry, I think there's just over 200, not 500. What was I thinking? If you could... I think both of the games is about 500? But yeah, because I think it's 200, because if you collect them all, you get the golden Korok seed, which is just a golden pile of poop. But yeah, I meant to say there's like 500 across both games. And yeah, I think it's 250 for the first one and then 200 for this one. And like it gives you inventory upgrades, like it gets more and more expensive as it goes along. But yeah, you've got to... I'm trying to figure out which of these waterfalls that it's potentially talking about. I think I might be talking about the one up there. I guess we can just figure that out. But yeah, they're just side collectibles. It's only if you really like want to expand your pack or get the the golden Korok seed. Which there is no joke. It is literally just a shiny pile of poop. It is a golden shit. Yeah. It's definitely one of those, if you got the time for it. Yes, I do play Bongo Cats. I actually have him currently open on my desktop. But obviously I'm not using him as I'm currently on my Nintendo Switch. We... Well, if you want to pop your lobby link into the Discord, I am sure a couple of my friends and I would happily join in. Oh, here it is. I'm assuming it's something. Learning of the Zora has the solid water and the fluid spear as told by Sidon. I'm not associated with because they tell them this. Yeah, that would be cool. So what's your bongo cat looking like? Mine is currently the Void with a candle on his head. Very spooky. Very on theme. The rain's causing me troubles. Bottom of the cliff. I knew that would hold my troubles. Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Well, considering, you know, I'm down to one kitty, my gaming body. Tempe is a black void, a very fluffy black void. Currently sitting against my feet, huffing as I steal my footstool back. That just looks like a fancy wall. Yes. I think I remember seeing that in the Discord. They were quite adorable. That's good. And I'm glad you're finding homes for them as well. Cause hey! Hey, Boastful. Nice to see you joining in. Yes, we had 6 cats now, so we currently have 5, and yeah, it's just... They're just characters, you know? People who say cats are all the same have never truly met a cat. Like, I swear. Yeah. I swear, she's 10 years old, but she is like a clingy toddler. I take too long in the bathroom, there is complaints at the door. Or they have to be in the bathroom with you. There is no in between. One of my cats, Popcorn, literally would scream their little lungs off if they could not be in the bathroom. It felt like having a 2-year-old. No, the marker is still back there. But I didn't think there was a waterfall over there. Maybe there's a waterfall there. And there's a couple around here. Maybe... this one? Oh, yeah, that's really sad. Yeah. Popcorn passed away last February. And yeah, it hits hard, man. It's you're losing a family member. Like, it's no easy feat for to. Bleh. Apparently, I can't English. You would not think I was a native speaker. Um, yeah, it's not something, you know. Yeah, it's quite interesting because Boastful's family have also adopted some strays as well. Yeah, one of our cats, Lele. Yeah, one of our cats, Lele, was a complete stray. All the rest are adopted from kittens from friends or from my cat Temperance due to a miscommunication. Um, there is not a waterfall here. Oh, there is in fact a hole though. It shows there should be a waterfall. I guess. I guess it's because of the sludge. Can I just? Will I make it? Probably not. I will probably have to build a boat. It's always the best when they get along, though. It just, makes everything so much easier, you know? It's hard enough as it is without, I feel like I'm not gonna make this. I should probably build something to deal with this. Let's have a look. It might float. Aww. You, a Lord of the Rings nerd then, or just... Just happened to be the name of choice. Ooh, nope. I don't think that's how oh, 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 oh. I don't think that was how that was supposed to function, but it worked. Oh, it is slippery. That's not good. That's fair. I'm more of a. I grew up with the movies, but I definitely became more of a book fan as I got older. I absolutely love The Gates of Argonath. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, I am on the wall. Was hoping that was a ledge. Probably the most unconventional way in existence to get in here. But yeah, books are fantastic. I've really gotten into the Warhammer books. I play the tabletop occasionally. Definitely like the painting the models, but the books are definitely my favorite aspect of it. Oh, that sounds like a dream come true. That's cool. You know, is there a part of your family, JFK, that's, you know, not cool? You know, always having to show everyone up? No hesitation. None whatsoever. Oh, sapphire. Speaking of sapphires. I have accomplished a whole lot of nothing. Yes, I thank you for chilling out, JFK. I know you've got to pop off to bed soon, so I hope the chattering has been good and that you have a good night. And I hope the rest of stream is entertaining instead of watching me run around with my head cut off for 30 minutes. And yes, welcome, Boastful. Yes, yes, sleep is important. We always promote that sleep. Even if I will spend the night streaming. And it's good to have you around as well, Boastful. Always good to see a familiar mod's face in chat. You don't have to apologize for eating food. It's dinner time. No one's gonna fault you for that. Though I think my contraption floated to the bottom of the endless abyss. Yeah, it's been definitely been a while. This is around the time that I stream on Tuesdays and Sundays, so I hope you and many others of the cult can total past and we can reminisce and poke fun at each other. Yeah, we'll have to haggle him to play some more. Oh dear. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I can now there is teleportation. I don't know why I am actively walking. But let's hope after the shittiness of the years that have passed and this year. When change your name of disco? When was that? That was I think you're one of the few who have survived the nickname changes. That sounds about right. they put some respect on that with it's Mr. Grumpy Pants. At least you're not stuck as Mrs. After Murder. But yes, 'tis truly rude. I dare say it should tech god JFK needs justice. We should riot. Get you a better get you a better nickname. Damn, really? Oof. Has it really been that long yet already? Wait. Well, that was just rude. Yeah. Oh my lord, that did so much health. Congratulations, that's a long ass time. But that's wonderful. That's a cricket, not a Korok. Yeah, especially the last couple of years. You know, having working in that was interesting the other day. You know, Discord is doing friends anniversaries, and realizing how long I've known you guys for. Considering I'm pretty sure I was 16 back when Marinus was still around. Marina was still around. I think that's just the way of the world. Always one foot in the grave. Just some are closer than others. Maybe it's a whole leg rather than just a foot. Yes. Time truly does make us a fool. But yeah, this year's gone fast so quickly. I hope it slows down a little, because, you know, I'm making a road trip at the end of the year to completely move states, so don't want to blink and be there. Want to take the time to hang out with people and get into the groove of streaming. Though I'm hoping to stream a little bit this week, because next week I will be visiting said state to see my family. Oh, Link is naked. Also, I hope the audio is going well. I've had a few audio issues going on. Yeah, it's all good. Just having you pop in today is fantastic. It doesn't need to be anything more if he doesn't want to or feel up to it. I'm definitely intrigued by what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Pardon my language. But yeah, I'm streaming at all odds and ends. Sometimes I'll stream early morning, sometimes I'm streaming later. But usually around 7:30 at night. Is usually about the time, as I said, oh yeah, you're on your summer break. Well, that was just rude. It was going to throw a rock at me. Look, hey, either I go to bed super early, or I go to bed super late, you know? Oh, I'm on fire. Didn't I just pick up a... I did. Apparently, there we go. Oh, I'm dead. I never claimed to be good at video games. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to get about. It goes for both video games and yeah, every morning 6 a.m. if I am not dead ass tired. There's a kitty cat making a fuss. That's fair. I like Mars too, but oh dear. Gonna have to concentrate a little bit, so sorry if I missed chat. I just realized, I think that is a spiky ball attached to a stick. It's not a mace. It's just a spiky ball. Yes, good night. I hope you have a good sleep. Thank you for chilling and hanging. Ooh! Ouch. Still have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll finish this shrine, and although I've done Jack and all with Zelda, as apparently I cannot figure out the riddle for the life of me, we'll switch to the next game. Boastful, was there anything particular? I know you're excited to check out some more Ruin Factory, but was there perhaps another game on my list that you might want to have seen? I know I've got Monster Hunter Stories 3 was one of the ones that I was figuring could be. Why are there so many vehicles? Like, was I supposed to run the constructs over? I guess I completed it. But yes. It's Nintendo Tuesday, so it's pretty much anything and everything on the Switch, whether it's made by Nintendo or not. Maybe. Though, have you caught up to date with any of the new video gaming news? Considering all the big showcases have gone through and done their big reveals. And they're also officially remastering 4 into the same as Persona 3. And yeah, so there's a couple of different ones you want to check out. You'll have Summer Game Fest. I believe there's Cozy Game Fest. And the Future Game Show, and then you also had the Microsoft one as well. So there's a couple to keep up on. Some exciting news for a lot of people. They've announced a new Spyro as well. It's an official continuation of the original series. Though yet again, no remaster of Enter the Dragonfly. Yeah. Yeah, new Spyro. I think it's Beyond the Realm is what they call it. But yeah, unfortunately, once again, Enter the Dragonfly has been left behind on the PlayStation 2. Like, people honestly thought it was a new Skylander, but yeah, no, it turned out to be a completely new Spyro. They snuck it in towards the end of the show. I'm just gonna update my category to, if I can find my Twitch somehow. Apparently I'm as blind as a bat. Alright. T. Yeah. I think I remember. I think I played Enter the Dragonfly back in the day because my mother had it. Was a big fan of Spyro. But it wasn't until the remake for the PS4 I think I played the original ones. I grew up with the Xbox 360 version where you play as Spyro and Cinder. It was a co-op game. I have many memories of arguing with my cousin because you're chained together for a good chunk of that game. Um, and then yeah, I went back and got a PlayStation 2. I'm a retro collector these days. Yeah, I only recall it because I played it. I don't exactly remember. I'm pretty sure. What was it? Dawn of the Dragon. Cause you had. There's a couple. Like obviously you've got Skylanders. I remember another one that was on the original Xbox. It had the leopard on the front of it. But yeah, I think it's Dawn of the Hero's Tale on the original Xbox was the one that I was talking about. But then yeah, later on you have Dawn of the Dragon, which meant for that more nitty gritty art style. And yeah, it was a two character game, and so there was like couch co-op. It's again, it's one of those long forgotten ones because it just didn't fit into the same style as all of the rest of the Spyros. Yeah, and it's also one of the few Spyro games where you don't have flying. Like there's no like gliding in it at all for a bunch of it. I don't remember whether you get gliding later on, but it certainly caused a few arguments. Let's have a look. Tell me, chat, are there any games that you're particularly having a hankering to watch someone play or sniff at? Because I was thinking I could play some Harvestella or maybe Story Hunters 3. Quit using your term. Your term. I have done no such thing, sir. I have stolen nothing. Not like I don't hang around you all of the time. Look, okay? You hang out with people, you tend to pick up a thing or two. You know, it isn't imitation imitation the best form of flattery? As long as it's not Silk Song, I I don't know what to play. I finished Silk Song after I bought it on release, and I have only just finished it more recently, and never again. Not that it's a bad game. It's a beautiful game, and yeah, it's definitely worth it, especially being like $20 for how much content it has, and the story is gorgeous. I love the Bell Beast. The Bell Beast is absolutely adorable, and so is Shiva. Um, And yeah, surprisingly, I have not finished Hollow Knight. I actually struggle with Hollow Knight a lot, like the original one. I don't know whether it's just because the enemies are much more cluttered than they are in Silksong, but I really struggle with that game. I barely have gotten through I think the first act, but I found Silksong much easier, much smoother as well. Um, and I found that there was not as much back and forth backtracking. Like there is a lot of it, but it's a lot smoother and more. You get further by backtracking than go here, backtrack a little bit, then go back to where you were. Backtrack a little bit, do the thing, and go back to where you were. There is actual continuations from the backtracking that gives you a bit more time. So, like, yeah, the first one has so much of it. And that's what was getting me. Like, the enemies would respawn, and I'd be down, like, on health or whatever. And I'd just get wiped because of the density. Again, I'm pretty sure it's just purely a skill thing. Like, I beat the bosses pretty fine. But it's just the general density of the enemies that gets me. Especially because you can't jump on them. Or, like, phase past them like other games. There's no iframes for jumping. So you can accidentally run into enemies and schmill yourself. It's not great. mm. I think the first one, I thought pogoing was an upgrade. Like you had to actively get the upgrade, whereas in Silksong it's just something that you can do right away. Because I don't remember being able to pogo in the first one. Again, I didn't get very far, and it's been a while since I've played it. I have to say one thing about being a finisher of your games is it makes it hard to play games. I know at least we'll end with either Guardians of Zuma or Fire Emblem. Yes. That is why you are le serial unfinisher. Speaking of, how's that RE2 coming along? Cause I've done diddly squat. I think cause I'm playing Claire for the first run. I think I got the guard station, and then I unlocked the second one, and that's it. Because I had a jump scare. You know, me who doesn't scare too easily. Zombies. Had a good old jump scare when one of the zombies broke through the window. Yeah, it'd be like that, you know. Um, you know what? We'll play some Harvestella. That's what I don't see going around a lot. But it's a good game. Yeah, I ended up finishing it and giving it to a friend but then ended up buying it back again. I think I finished it like 2 times now. So yeah, so you've only played the demo, Boastful? Yeah, where does the demo go up to? It's been such a long time. Oh. Let's stick simple with this one and just go Necro. Though again, I have to ask, how's the audio's doing? I know Harvestella is a little bit louder than some of the other games, and I've already been fiddling around with it. When I started stream before, my sound was completely cut out. Apparently, the Streamlabs decided to change my default setting. I also have to say, for the anime art style, they do try their best to be unique while keeping it simple. Like, the eye design is so interesting. That also reminds me, I'm hoping there's less of a... Because last time I was having a issue where the audio was muting, and it was kind of causing a whisper double. So I'm hoping the audio is a little bit clearer this time around. Yeah, I don't know whether it's just noticeable in the VODs. But I noticed particularly, especially with Darksiders, Darksiders does not like OBS or Streamlabs. It just seems to have a tantrum every time I try to use it. Choose between the world and the world that existed until now. Alright, so, starting of stream, we watched me fumble my absolute way through Legend of Zelda. I did maybe 2 or 3 things while chilling and chatting. And after a little bit of deliberation, we have moved on to Harvestella. Now, this is a grittier JRPG, follows the same lines of Ruin Factory and Stardew Valley, your classic farming RPG with your dungeon crawlers. And apparently, my character just liked lying in the dirt. But yes, this has a grittier take on that Ruin Factory-esque game. Is very much more focused on a time-warped mystery type of game, where the RPG is very much the main focus of it. You don't have to focus on the farming much. But it definitely relies on the dungeon crawling. The one thing I will not get about this game is the stubby feet. Yeah. Well, I think it's something that I noticed because Fire Emblem Awakening. I've mentioned it a dozen times at this point. There was an error with the code, so when they shipped out the copies, they cut off the feet. So in a lot of video games, the first thing I notice in video games, because of that error, has always been the feet. And it amazes me the amount of times that models and characters, especially in like your JRPGs and that, have proportionally tiny feet. It's more than a few times. Story. This icon indicates a place where the story will progress. Oh, that's just mean. Now I know I can come back to this area pretty quickly, but that's gotta hurt. Shoving a chest right in your face right off the go. And you can't do anything about it. I'll try not to. Not like much is gonna happen. It's mostly just gonna be story driven at the moment. Storage boxes. You can store items in yellow storage bins. All of the storage boxes are connected to each other on the inside. Though I would not consider that yellow. Young boy. Hey, you! Oh, sorry. Hey, are you okay? You look kinda out of it. Oh, I know. You're the one Cress was talking about. You were found collapsed on the hill, right? Children and their absolute lack of filter. Anyway, I'm Van. This is Leith Village. If you're looking for Krez, she's probably in her clinic. Could you show me where that is, please? Oh, you want me to take you? Sorry, no can do. I may not look like it, but I am actually super busy right now. I'm right in the middle of game of Princess and the Omen. After this, I'm gonna play Kunelu Catch with Vent and everyone. It's not hard to find though, it's the top of the hill in the square. You can't miss it. It's really easy to get up there. Just follow the street, then climb the steps from the village square. Well, see you later. I've got to get back to my game. The map. You can view the map by pressing minus. Like any good old game. The unfortunate thing that I find with replaying games is that you want to do everything and anything, especially early on when, you know, when you're locked into story things. You can't exactly... Oh, excuse me. You don't exactly get the choice like some games. Sometimes it can be a bad thing, especially when it's a lot of the story early on. But other times it's good when the story is slower, it's more of a slow game. It actually gives you that time to take a moment and slow down. Speaking of slowing down, I might shuffle around a little bit so that we can actually see the character portraits. I'll just pop myself up there. Actually, let's move this around a little bit. We'll just pop chat up here and then I'll move myself down in here. That way, our wonderful viewers can actually see the fantastic portrait art. Oh, it's you. Welcome, come in. How are you feeling? Remember anything yet? Ah, I see. Well, you were outside during the quietus. What is the quietus? Oh dear, you've already forgotten about quietus too. Even we doctors still don't know very little about it. Quietus is the season of death when dust from the sea light is abnormally emitted into the atmosphere. It comes in between the 4 seasons. We believe the dust can be deadly if it enters the body, so everyone naturally stays inside during quietus. Now then, come over here and please. Why are you just standing there like that? I'm about to give you a medical exam. Cress gives you a medical exam. Thank you, Captain Obvious. For now, your body seems to be in working order. You're very lucky for someone who fell ill during quietus. It's a miracle you're still alive. Anyway, this works out for me too. I was just running out of bed, so it's a good thing you're better now. I did not see anyone walking into the clinic. The plague of your JRPG farming sims. The buildings be empty. So now, regarding your next... Oh dear. Was that an earthquake? It's so dark out. Cress, it's an emergency. Dim. What was that shaking just now? The sea light is acting weird. Come quick. Again, these portraits, I love them. They make me think of Final Fantasy Tactics. That sort of over-designed, sketchy style. Look at those tremors have been. Go after Cress and Dim. Now the music's, you know, got quite the beat. Oh, this is divine retribution. Our time has come. The sea light is intensifying, but why? Quietus is meant to be over already. Look! Now, this game is only available on the Switch 1, and it was very much one of the earlier Switch titles. Like, not super early, but when it really started to kick off, games-wise. And, the cutscenes are definitely showing their age. Let's hope there's another one in the series with all the sequels and prequels that they're making. What was that? Did you see that? I told you it's divine punishment. I think that poor old man is Going through an end-of-life crisis there. Did it land in the North Square? I'm scared. Look at you two scandy cats. Our town is in peril. We've got to go and find out what's happening. Wait. Hey, don't run off like that. Dim, let's go too. There might be casualties at the scene. Also, the town layout really reminds me of Ruin Factory 5. With all the archways that connect the different areas via loading screen. I can't believe it. How could something so massive fall out of the sky? Imagine if the Order were here today. Imagine how many people would have been injured. I hope everyone's alright. You know, playing through this game several times, and I'm pretty sure there was a building here. Like, this whole ass comet just dropped on a building that happened to be empty. But they never explain what the building was. On the bright side, it looks like no one got hurt. Stay away from the crystal, everyone. It could have harmful effects on the body. Can anyone inform the mayor he should be back in town by now? We will. Vent Van, come on. It's our time to shine. Let's go. Alright. Everyone shows over. We'll take over from here so the rest of you can go home. Unlike most other farming games, this one definitely ramps up its story pretty quickly. Like, it's really easy to jump into a couple of chapters. It only really starts to slow you down because you're under-leveled, like running through the earlier bits and stuff. But like I was saying, it's more of a... It has farming and you need it for sort of money. But otherwise, it very much sort of focuses on sort of rerunning the dungeon-esque areas and the semi-open areas. Wait, is this... an entrance? You mean you can go inside? And like any anime protagonist, you just... Damn the consequences. Hey! No one told you to go in there. Don't worry, I'll be fine. You're still recovering. I thought you gave me a clean bill of health. Head deeper into the crystal. Figure clad in armor. Are you alright? Come on, stay with me. They're in pain, but still breathing. Redine. On this. Cress's voice. Hey, are you okay? What's going on in there? I need a hand. A hand with what? What is this? That's... Traveler, get away from it now. We have to get them treated. Are you crazy? Treat an omen? Oh, right. You're an amnesiac, aren't you? That probably doesn't mean much to you. Well, long story short, omens are trouble. They might be the ones behind the quietus. But this one's injured right now. Well, yes. You're right. I can't pretend I didn't see this. Isn't that right, Dad? Come on, let's carry it outside. This is a whole ass person, and they're being called it. I don't, Chris, that's... It was inside, but it's still alive. That's not what I meant. Yes, I know. But I couldn't just leave it there. Lady, you were 100% willing to leave it there. Until I questioned your damn morals. I don't think you get to claim credit for that. Chris, Dim, have you found anything about the flying object? Mare. Just put my hair up. My goodness, I'm astounded. This is a crystal that crash landed here? It's enormous. Mare, there was an omen inside it. Oh, yes. It does look like one. Mare, please tell her. We're not helping any omens. This was clearly all they're doing anyway. Are omens really that bad? Well, bad is an oversimplification. Are you the traveller I've been hearing about? I hear rumours that you come from afar during quietus. Yes, this is a person from that rumour. It's just been one thing after another. What on earth is going on? Mare, all my beds are still full from last week's incident. But I can't just leave this wounded omen or this traveller here either. Indeed. But we cannot provide refuge to an omen in our town. Welcome back. I thought so, but as a doctor, I can't leave behind the injured under any circumstance. Yes, yes. I had another lovely assistant shuffle me across. I, for a brief few seconds, was floating above chat, and then decided that maybe it would be better to have them floating above me. Because, unlike Fire Emblem and that, which have portraits that are smaller, Harvestella has larger ones, and I couldn't block the view. I absolutely love the art style for the portraits. I used my little roots to climb my way across. There's a spare shed on Bird's Eye Bray. Isn't there? No one would notice if you took it there. I grant you permission to treat it there until it regains consciousness. I liked how this is a whole ass person and they're treating them like an it. Yes. The mayor is fantastic. But yeah, I was saying before, it very much reminds me of that old Final Fantasy sort of style, especially like Final Fantasy Tactics, that sketchy sort of over detailed style. Now to carry this omen over to Bird's Eye Bray. Could you lend me a hand, traveler? Now, with this one, there is a lot of text, so I'll probably do my best to narrate it, but I am recovering from being sick, so I don't know how long that'll last. And I mean, this is a text-heavy JRPG. Like, ridiculously text-heavy. I won't be able to treat this omen if I can't get under its armor. What is this thing made of? It won't come off. And that, folks, right there is the reason why my chat is 18 plus. That's why it's pointless to even trying to treat an omen. I suppose all you can do for now is let it rest. Now as for you, what brought you to our town? Mare, her memory was affected by quietus. I see. You were incredibly lucky to make it this far out during quietus. A girl saved me. A girl? None of the village should have been out at that time. Her body was in a weakened state at the time. It's not unlikely that she may have experienced hallucinations. Perhaps. In any case, she could probably do with some rest. This shed has been vacant ever since the last owner left. You may use it as you please. My dude, if this is a shed, I would love to see what you consider a mansion. It's a lovely shed. Now excuse me, but I must be on my way to a village meeting. We have to decide on a plan of action regarding the crystal that landed here. Cress, Dim, I'm leaving the rest with you. Cress, are you sure you want to take in this omen? He could house the whole village in that shed. Definitely. Yes. There you go, getting too involved again. You put yourself on the line too much. I'm going back to finish the rounds. Sorry, I've been so preoccupied with everything going on at the moment. I'm tired too. Yes, I took it that you don't remember. You've been through so much more than I have. Take it easy for the rest of the day. I'm sure your body must still be fighting off the effects of quietus. I'll leave you to it. I'm coming back to check on you tomorrow, alright? For PG's sake, we'll name her GG for short. You just love your matching letters as your nicknames. First, it's Potted Plant, shortened to PP, and now it's Gimp Girl, shortened to GG. We're gonna have to put a warning label on you. You're one of my mods. What does that say about me? You were suddenly overcome with a feeling of tiredness. Time to get some rest. Use the bed. Sleep. Never mind. I don't sleep anyway. The game will autosave when you rest in bed and the day ends. Truly. My gaming buddy is back, so if you hear any tinkling or scuffling about, they have decided to plop themselves down between my legs. The one from beyond is chapter 1. Somebody's here. Oh dear, were you still sleeping? It's already afternoon, sleepyhead. Well, if you're sick, you're sick. Not much we can do about that. How are you feeling? I never got your name. Do you remember what it is? My name be Necro. Necro? It's good you remember that much at least. I'm going to give you a quick once-over. Please hold still. Or hold still please, as it is written. Okay. Still nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, that's right. The mayor asked me to give you something. Would you mind coming outside? Alright, well, don't mess with my chat too much. We don't want to scare off any potential viewers. It's not the most conventional gift, but here we go. You received 3 carob seeds and 3 stellar wheat seeds. I like how the wheat just gets Stella added to the name of it, but they actively combined carrot and turnip for carob seeds. Like, they couldn't have just slapped cosmic onto the front of carrots, so they're cosmic carrots. Cosmic carrots. You got a good plot of land here, I guess. He's hoping you'll put it to use while you get back on your feet. Honestly, in this day and age, I would not be surprised if someone did in fact trademark carrot. There's a whole discourse going on TikTok at the moment because someone trademarked Hot Girls Read, which apparently has been a really popular thing since like 2016 Tumblr, and it's super used for like merchandise and stuff. Which, I must say, makes perfect sense from a doctor's perspective. It'll keep you busy since it's easy to feel gloomy or despondent when you don't have something to work towards. And when the mind suffers, so does the body. No point in dilly-dallying. Let's get to work. Don't worry. I'll teach you what to do. I'm not an expert, but I know the basics. Don't worry, I'll teach you what to do. You want me to help you? I'm a doctor, not a farmer. I can barely lift the tools by myself. You gonna say hello? Apparently you're gonna stand on my keyboard. Besides, doing it yourself is the best way to learn. Plow the earth, plant seeds, and water them while changing out your tools. Boastful. Did you break my chat? mod. One moment. Hi. Yes, hello. There you go, baby. It should be exclamation point gaming buddy. Boastful, I swear, if you broke my chat while faffing about, gonna have to have some choice words with you there. Well, I'll double check that I don't have to log in again. Alright. No, that looks to be working. Oh. We do not condone that here. Please do not send me any links to anything to do with AI. I support 100% of artists. In fact, I am an artist myself. I created my own chat window and my own VTuber. So we do not condone that here. We are all for expression of art for those who can do art. Now why is this not working? I swear. I do not understand. Apparently, Nightbot has just decided it... Nightbot has just decided, apparently, it does not want to function. Let me see if I can pull up stream elements. Nope, apparently that is working perfectly fine as well. No, apparently the let's try it this way. Let's see if... There we go. I think I got it working. My my Streamlabs chatbot crashed. Let me try this one. There we go. Yeah, it was, my chatbot had crashed. So, Nightbot stopped working, unfortunately. Glad we got that sorted out, though. Press Y to plow. Plow twice to complete. I do love that when doing the gardening in this, it assigns different buttons to it. So that you can have like a four squares of stuff going on, so you don't always have to go into your inventory, just move, switch. Are we talking human to human, or are we talking to farm? I will go with the latter. Castle Lewis Times, published by Lewis Castle, Royal Information Department. Spring Zephyr, 2nd Tuesday. Castle Lewis News. Unknown object lands in Leith. Greetings, citizens. Yesterday, a giant crystallized object descended upon Leith and crash-landed in the village. Fortunately, not unfortunately. Well, I don't know, you know, I am a necromancer. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Fortunately, no Leith residents were injured. The object is thought to possess no immediate threat to life unless close contact is made. Please rest assured that our intelligence division is investigating the incident. Once again, do not approach the object. Castle Lewis Intelligence Division. That is the CLID division. I do not think they thought about that in the long run. Yes. Well, I believe you, Why is it telling me to continue to plow? What? I made the necessary squares. I guess maybe because there's more wheat. Yeah, because of the wheat. That's why. The watering can is so goofy. The crops on your farm need water to grow. Water them every day. Daily watering. It really does look like a fishing rod. It's like a water gun with like little irrigation pipes sticking off of it. Sure, not half bad. You seem pretty good with your hands. Keep it up and I'm sure you'll have no problem. Yeah, that wasn't so hard. You pick up things pretty quickly, I wonder if I should put you to work at the clinic. I'm kidding. I'm definitely kidding. Although, this farm has seen better days. You must have had a hard time working on it. It wasn't that bad. I'm sure you do, both. I'm sure you do. Oh, really? And what about those rocks? I'm sure they're going to get in the way if you leave them. if you had a hammer or something, you could break down those rocks and have more space for your farm. One thing I love that somehow universally JRPGs use a hammer instead of a pickaxe. Like, I wonder if that has any, like, historical significance. I've just never bothered to look it up. Don't suppose you have one, do you? Not at all. Didn't think so. In that case, you'll just have to make one. Ugh, could you just make one for me? Nope, it was worth a shot. It's best you make one for yourself. You're going to have to be self-sufficient if you want to live here. You can make a hammer with some hard stone. I'll show you how to make it, but you've got to gather the materials first. You should be able to find the materials you need at Nord Step. The Nord Step. Oh, right. You probably don't know where that is. You'll find the Nord Step if you get off this hill from that gate over there and follow the road east. There are monsters around there, though, so be careful. And what else? Oh yeah, you can have this. You received a sandwich from Cress. You must be hungry after all that farm work, right? Here's something for you to eat. It's a good idea to fill your stomach before you head out on any journeys. Because if you wait until you're weak and pass out to eat, then it's already too late. I don't think you can eat and pass out at the same time. I think, well, clearly she has a pocket on the side of her coat. You can clearly see there is a pocket. As for the quality of the sandwich, whether it's soggy or dry, is questionable. But she clearly has a pocket. Where she carried it is not the question. So you're to eat that and restore energy you spent, understood? Don't mind if I do. It's the thought that counts, right? Food and stamina 1. You can recover stamina spent working the farm, or HP lost in battle by eating food. Some foods even improve. Are you right? Yes? You're just licking me? Okay. Some food can even improve abilities temporarily. Food and stamina number 2. Your hunger gauge fills temporarily after eating. If the hunger gauge is even slightly filled, your stamina will begin to recover it on its own. I do like that. The fact that, you know, instead of just auto recovery, it actually gives you incentive to eat beyond just, here's a buff and nothing else. Like, it's completely optional. With this, it actually gives you a reason to keep what you harvest and make food. Well then, I'll be heading back to the clinic. If the omen opens their eyes after I've left, then let me know right away. I just realized the pocket on her back has a jar in it. The passing of time. Time passes automatically in this game. Your ability will be reduced and your actions limited as it gets later in the day. Night. Once the clock reaches midnight, you will collapse from exhaustion. Make sure to be home and sleep before that happens. Even the art style for the food is cute. That would be fantastic. Also, I just realized, if you actually have a look at the weapon, it's a multi-tool. You flip it one way, it's a hoe. You flip it the other way, and it's a squirter. Emergency pickles. Yeah, Ah, here it is. No, I cannot save yet. That is annoying. Well, I guess I have the autosave here, as it is now coming up onto an hour of playing Harvestella. And again, I love the world map. It reminds me of parts of Octo Traveler, if you've ever played that one. And, like, Fire Emblems. I think what's the other one? Final Fantasy Tactics. And I think it's Atelier Sophie, like the originals. That one got a remake on Switch. And it has a really cute overmap. Explore the nearby Leith village or head east to the Nord Steppes. Also, to mention before this game is over, this is a Square Enix game. That is not the button that I wanted to hit. Alright, we are coming up on 2.5 hours. So I, with how my throat is feeling, am going to probably grab a drink and take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. And we shall be back with our next game. Now I'm gonna shuffle my model back over and shuffle my chat about back into their rightful place, unless of course it needs to get changed again for the next game we play. But I have a little surprise for everyone. Yes, I have a ghost helper that helps me move about. And in fact, the little ghost helper can help me do this. I have added to the additions of the toggles for my model. I now have a wonderful BRB note that I made myself. So I shall say, see you when I get back from the short break. Make sure to hydrate yourself. And snuggle into bed if it's chill evening.